What's up, y'all boys? This is Josh. I go by Top Flight Josh on YouTube. I just want to come to y'all today, man, and just put some stuff on y'all brain. I know I don't usually get on here. I usually play the game. I play Madden. I play 2K. I play Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? But this past couple of days, I've seen some stuff that I really feel like needs to be uh, brought to light, and you know what I'm saying, some attention to some things. So we're just gonna run through some of the things I saw on TikTok, some things I saw on Twitter, some things I saw on YouTube where I was just watching videos, going through life, and we're just gonna talk about, run through some things, and I just want to see y'all can see what I think, and we can kind of see what y'all think, and bounce ideas off each other so we could become better people. Who's better to talk about it than a nigga that's well versed? You know what I'm saying? I think logically as well as emotionally, but also there's a little math there, and there's sometimes not a lot of math. Sometimes the math, sometimes the math don't be mathing. So we're just gonna add it all up and see what y'all think. And feel free to add in your opinion in the comments, because at the end of the day, there's no wrong or right. Well, there is wrong or right. There's definitely wrong or right, but your opinion can always be valid, and that's what y'all should always think. Like, your opinion might not be perfect, but it can also be valid. So let's get right into it. I think I want to start with the Super Bowl. The Chiefs won again, of course. Like, they're just the best team. Period. It's probably not even a team thing for real. Mahomes is just different. But it was a couple details where I saw that I knew shit just wasn't gonna work for the 49ers. And I want to start with when Greenlaw got his injury. Um, that was probably one of the most embarrassing things I saw in a minute. First of all, he got injured. He got hurt walking onto the field at the Super Bowl, bro. Like, how does that happen? Nothing else was going on. He was just trying to get out in the field. I was a little embarrassed. Let's watch it together.
Watch 57, Dre Greenlaw, after the stop on the punt return. And he's now in the blue tent. Oh. It doesn't look pretty.
This happened to him in front of every woman that you want to impress. Right here. Look at Fred. Fred Warner's like, oh no. All the hoes. He probably has his girl there. Yeah, in Vegas. Everybody's watching. They said this was the most watched Super Bowl. And this nigga gets hurt. When was this? The second quarter? I think this was the second quarter. And then his replacement came in. Y'all, I was watching this game with all my homeboys. As soon as his replacement came in, I looked at that man's face, and I just knew that nigga was going to make some mistakes. They said that it was 9 targets on him. 9 targets for 9 catches. He absolutely was not ready for the moment, and that's the type of shit that happens when starters get hurt. This man is good. Greenlaw's good. Everybody knows that he got the talent. That other nigga, I don't even know what number he was. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Greenlaw's replacement. Let's see what he did. If we can find him real quick. Who was out there? Maybe it might be on.
57, Dre Greenlaw, after the stop on the punt return. And he's now in the blue tent. Oh. And it doesn't look pretty.
No. And he's had an outstanding.
I ain't gonna lie. Tearing your Achilles in the Super Bowl, second quarter. Did this nigga not stretch? I feel like you gotta stretch first, brother. You gotta stretch before you hop out on that field, man. Next, I wanna. Oh shit! Look at this nigga face. Brock Purdy gets all the attention for everything, bro, and he does absolutely nothing. I feel like when people heard game manager, first of all, I don't think he's that good. Oh, this the nigga that sucked right here. This nigga right here got cooked all game after Greenlaw got took out, bro. This nigga lost his mind. They should have never put this nigga in the game. But I feel like Brock Purdy throws it to easy dudes, man. Like, he's not making the play. Like, the play is made and all he has to do is complete it. Nothing's wrong with that. I feel like I'm cool with him having that type of role. But when Cam Newton was talking about a game changer in comparison to a game manager, it's like he just doesn't make mistakes. You could still be a winner and not make mistakes. Like, LeBron had other teammates. It wasn't just him and D Wade. There was other people on the court that just did stuff that made sure that the game went along the flow. Like, Rondo's a game manager. That's a good example. Rondo's a game manager. Grant, he can also change the game, but he manages the game better than anybody. So feel like that's what Cam Newton meant. But this play right here,
First and goal. Mahomes
easy.
swings it. It's there! Hartman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special we talked about. He was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across.
Deshaun Watson did the exact same thing, and niggas can't stop it, and I'm just not sure why.
Be the final play of the college season. Watson, touchdown!
You know it's coming. We're looking right at it. You fall for it again. We got to start looking at the keys, man. The only person I ever seen stop it was Travis Hunter. He's the GOAT. Who stopped a similar play. This is the one where everybody likes to watch.
Full throw right there. Inside was wide open. They took advantage. Third down. More.
Come in and stopped it. Only person in the world. He's 1-on-1. That's him. I don't call a lot of niggas him. Kind of sort of I think a lot of niggas are him. But he's him. Like, this is what we're all waiting for. This is the future. I'll be getting that jersey. They say stop glazing. I'm not glazing. But I do think that this nigga's a good nigga. He's a good man.
Yes!
And if you know, you know. That's exactly what I would have did if I had played football. I would have made that play because it was that obvious. Simple. Next up, we're gonna talk about cheating on your barber. Recently, my barber has been a little less accessible than usual, and me personally, I just feel like he's not being very considerate of my time. I was used to get my haircut during the day all the time, but now I have to get it like at night because that's when I'm more accessible, I'm more available because I work during the day. But this nigga booked up for weeks, okay? So what I would like to say about cheating is that it shouldn't always be considered cheating if that nigga is cutting you short. Barbers, y'all gotta change the hours. Like, you should be cutting from 10 a.m. to like 7 or 8 p.m. That's a good amount of time. Granted, if you want to take like an hour or 2 hour break in between there, like in the middle of the day, but if you're not cutting after 8, how are us 9 to 5 men supposed to get by there? And then on Saturday you booked all day. Like, I damn near gotta take off work, use PTO to fucking fuck with you. That's crazy. That makes me sad. That breaks my heart. Then you gotta go to your backup barber. My backup barber is good, but he don't love me like my regular barber love me. Then when I go back to my regular barber, I gotta wear a hat first, and then when I take off my hat, he noticed that I've been gone, and now it's a whole thing. I gotta lie to him and tell him I tried to cut my own hair, cause why would I tell the truth? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that make it a little hard, bro. Make it hard. I don't wanna. I feel like I'm just trying to get a haircut and I want to look handsome. I get a haircut every 10 days, 10, 15 days. If you ever see me without a haircut, nigga, I'm sad. I need help. Send somebody to check on me. I try to keep one. You know what I'm saying? This is no brush. I just got to take care of myself. It's still crispy. I still look handsome, of course. Thank you. I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't have to hunt you down to get a haircut. And I'm paying extra. Speaking of paying extra, nigga, the barber prices need to stop. When they was 25, I don't really know how y'all was making a living. But now that they're 50 for a 45 for a haircut, enough is enough. Okay? If the price goes up again, we're going to have a real conversation. All right, I'm back. We was having technical difficulties. These cameras on this shit be hard to work with. Like, sometimes they blur up and then they don't blur up. But then it don't fix itself. Like, I have to kind of go in there and try to see what's going on and try to like edit it without you gotta like tilt it up and pull it back. Then you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. Okay, so anyway, fuck these barber prices. We gotta do something, and I'm not getting dread, so we better come up with some type of idea to try to say like, what can I get? Because I be hearing what the girls be saying about the braiders, and if a girl was treating me like that, I promise you, you would have been lost me as a customer. They cut y'all short. That Hey Boo stuff where you know that it's already bad news. My barber has never done that to me. I don't think I've ever had a barber cancel. Oh, anybody. I don't think I've ever known a barber to cancel and not want to get their money. Where the girls that are doing anything, nails, hair, eyelashes, the eyelash girls are the worst. No, them eyelash girl hates y'all. Okay, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about what you talking about. They gonna put whatever they want on them eyelashes, and y'all gonna sit at home and not say shit, and y'all gonna pick them hoes instead of telling that girl that she did a bad job. Okay, I'm speaking from experience. You came over here looking crazy. You came over here looking crazy. That's tough. Let's move forward. I want to talk about. Recently, I've been on vacation a lot, and also my partners have, and it's almost vacation season. So I just want to set the tone for like young women and for men as well. This isn't just a woman thing. This is actually everybody thing. So I'm glad I fixed that real quick. We gotta stop beefing on vacation. The beef gotta stop. Like, you go out of town to have a good time for a short amount of time. Most of us are only out of town for 4 or 5 days. You got 5 days to enjoy yourself to the max, and we getting out there wanting smoke. You wanting beef when I got 5 days to enjoy each other, and y'all starting to beef on day 1, day 2. How you gonna go through the phone on day 1, day 2? How you gonna already be tired and irritable on day 1, day 2? You messing up the vibes. It's day 2. 2 days. You can't go 2 days and have some fun and chill. You messing it up. Then you got beef and animosity for the next 3 days, and you don't forgive me till day 5. Now we haven't had sex the whole time, and what am I supposed to do about that? I feel like I gotta cut you off. I can't take you out on vacation. I'm paying for shit, and now you want to smoke. You want beef. Now all of a sudden you don't want to talk to me no more. Okay, we ain't gonna talk, but I'm gonna talk to somebody. Somebody's getting talked to. That's fucked up. Even with your homeboys and like going out like on girls trips and guys trips, like, brother, the small stuff gotta stop. First of all, number one, don't show up with no money. Okay, I feel like that's a conversation that needs to happen on the front end of that bitch. I need you to tell me from day zero, before you even book the trip or before whatever that looks like for you. Hey, I ain't got the cash like that. I ain't got the bread. Let's start there. That's simple. Hey, I might not be able to hit this one. I ain't got the cash. That way we as the trip goers can make an executive decision. Okay? We could be like, hey, we'll cover for you this time, or you know what I'm saying, X, Y, and Z. Don't get to the trip and then have your hand out. Don't get to the trip and be like, oh, I'm not feeling that, or not want to do plays because you ain't got your bread together. That's embarrassing. Then I feel like you sabotaging me. That feels like an attack on me as a man because you didn't bring your money. You kind of pissing me off, okay? I'm going to let you slide, and I'm probably going to pay for it, but just know I'm telling my girl about you. And I'm talking big shit. And if you get out of line in front of some hoes, I might say something. I don't know. Depends on how mean you been. I might have to expose you. Let niggas know, like, nigga, didn't you go out of town with no bread? Then we'll see who's the comedian. Number 2, let's get an itinerary. I'm an itinerary nigga for when we go out of town. Like, I'm not saying that my whole day has to be filled up from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. the next day. I'm not saying that. But what I would like to know is what we doing today. All these people that be like, let's go out of town, catch a vibe. What vibe? Let's go catch a trip in Atlanta. And do what? You want to go pay $50 for parking? We could go to Houston. You finna get out there and you ain't finna be on no hoes. You ain't trying to eat nowhere. You ain't trying to do no activities. So what we here for, brother? We can go up the street, post up in Houston and have a good time. I'm in Dallas, by the way, so Houston is my equivalent to like a little pap, a little travel. When you start doing too much and you going out of town, you want to go to LA, you want to go to New York, you want to go to DC. Then we get out there, and these are the small places. Like, going overseas is completely different. We go overseas and you don't know what you want to do. I promise you, we won't be friends day 3. Okay, you start complaining day 3 and we overseas, it's raps for you. We ain't got nothing to talk about. And I'm leaving you. No remorse. Simple. And I'll tell you about how much fun I had when I get back. Sure will. Don't care. But bro, come on the itinerary. And number 3, bro, just leave the drama in general at home, man. Like, I get it, stuff happens, but like we gotta keep up the vibes, gotta keep up the energy. We coming out of town for a mission. Going out of town to have a good time. That's the mission. Chasing the hoes is cool, whatever. That's all, whatever that is. That's on the side. That's an extra. But you gotta at least be willing to go out of town and have a good time. Like I just want to have a good time, regardless of who I'm with. If that's with my guys or I'm with my girl, whatever that looks like. But if I'm with my guys and we're not having a good time, I'm gonna be pissed. If I'm with my girl and we're not having a good time, I'm gonna be disappointed. And disappointment is always worse. And that goes for the guys too, bro. Don't be getting out here ruining that girl time. Wake her up early so she can get her makeup done. Don't be sitting up there complaining because she ain't cute or she ain't get her shit together. Like, be a product of the environment. Make things better. Don't be no nigga that's always complaining and whining about something, bro. Grow up. That's what girls be talking about when they call niggas sassy. And then speaking of travel destinations, we're just gonna talk about a couple places I'm planning on going this year. We do have a guys trip to the Dominican Republic coming up. I didn't plan it. I wasn't really trying to go for real. I was outvoted. I really wanted to go to England, you know what I'm saying, somewhere classy like that. But the guys wanted to go to the beach, and Dominican Republic ended up being chosen. I wanted to go to Bali or something. But you know, man, I'm gonna go if I have to. I am going to the club. I am going to the club. Got a rip 20 they can have. I'm willing to see what you do for this rip 20. In Dominican Republic, this gotta be worth like $17. What you willing to do for $17? How you say that in Spanish? Hey Siri, translate. What are you willing to do for $17?
Sure. Translate into which language?
Spanish.
In Spanish, what are you willing to do for $17 is? ¿Qué estás dispuesto a hacer por $17?
¿Qué estás dispuestas a hacer $17? I'd like to know. I'd like to know what you're willing to do for $17, sweetheart. I think we're gonna go to the beach. We're gonna be out there kicking it. It's gonna be pretty cool, man. We're going with like all of our close friends. I'm in a really big guy group. So like my homeboys, my partners. So we're always gonna go out there and have a good time and like kick the year off while doing something that we all enjoy and like spending time together and enjoying each other. So that's gonna be lit, man. Also this year I want to go to Italy. I'm supposed to be going with my partner, one of my partners, and probably take some extra people out there with us. Of course I always go to New York, usually once or twice a year, depending on what my family trip is. I usually go skiing in December. I didn't go last year, but this year hopefully I'll take that trip. And we're just gonna be worldwide, man. Not even trying to be on no head ass stuff, but it's just like getting passport stamps and just being out of town and just having a good time with the guys and having a good time with the ladies and just chilling, you know. That's all I got for today. We'll have to bounce back and talk about some more things. I'll see y'all tomorrow.